Hello everyone and welcome to my channel White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. We have 3 rune casting videos every month on the 9th, 18th, and the 27th, right after the Viking Valor videos. As you can see, there are 2 scrolls left over. One has been done for this little mini series, and today we're going to see what another scroll has in mind for us, the question that it holds. We'll see for every video one specific question, and the runes will give us one specific answer. If the question that is in the scroll does not interest you, you can take a look in the playlist because all the videos are collected there and the question that you have in mind could be there already. If not, you can always write down in the comments below what your question is. I'll simply add it to the scrolls and you'll see it in the video coming up. Okay, let's see which question comes out today from these 2 scrolls. The one that lands, let's say, closer to the center will be the one that we look at, and the remaining scroll will be seen in the last video for this month. Okay, let's mix them up, and this one, because I had pointed to this, so this one will remain for the next video for the 27th. Okay, let's take a look at what the question is. What energies influence bad decision making? Oh, nice. Interesting. So the energies that we should stay away from, that we should take notice of, that influence bad decision making. Yeah, nobody wants to make mistakes. That's a good idea. And if we can recognize them, it would be great to stay away from them. Okay, here we go. Okay, now let's mix up the runes very well, as best we can. And we'll extract 9 of them, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So let's see, what energies influence bad decision making? The ones I should stay away from and notice it as best as I can. What energies influence bad decision making? Wow, now we finally got a lot. I remember in the other reading there were only like two stones that came up, and that was it. This time we've got something to work with, a lot to work with. The energies that influence bad decision making. Well, there's a lot of them, I suppose, here. Okay, let's start with the middle one. This one, Thor's. Okay. This is the rune of chaos, and this is also the most powerful, the most powerful rune, the most powerful stone. Okay. Chaos influences, first of all, bad decision making when things are not clear. And this is the, as I said, the most important one, because things, you have to have clarity on things, you have to have proof, you have to have a solid foundation and know exactly what you need to know to make that decision. Because if you're getting other information that has nothing to do with that decision but is derailing you, you will make the decision but using the wrong elements. And that's the first thing we have to keep in mind. Okay. Close to this we have the wheel, Rado. Okay. And this talks about travel, movement, which means that we shouldn't be static when having to make a decision, but have the strength and the wisdom to move around, take a look at things, and look at things from different perspectives. Because if we just stand still to look at it, we're just going to see one side of it. And that will lead to a wrong decision. Because in fact, we should, like when you have to buy a home, for example, take a look at the whole property from all sides, because one facade can look great, and then you take a look at the back and it's falling apart, of course. So how can you decide to buy it or not buy it if you don't take a look at everything? So every side, every point of view, every perspective, check that out when you have to make a decision. Also, we have this one. It's called Man is. And this talks about friends. Okay, so what energies influence bad decision making? The wrong friends. Okay, what we have to look at is if people are giving us advice okay, it could be good for them, but it could also be bad for us. And we ask what influences bad decision making. We could ask information to friends, like advice, sure, but the question was bad decision making. Okay, why? Because friends could also be envious. Based on the prior two, I'm guided to say facts and not friends, because sometimes they don't do it on purpose, but they may give us the wrong information due to their experiences, which are not our experiences. So for this rune casting, what the stones are saying is careful of what friends will tell you. It's better to look at facts. Say thank you for the advice, but then take a look around, okay? And be careful, basically, because otherwise there could be chaos. Okay, so beware of what friends tell you and the reason why. Okay, furthermore, let's see, there's this one that's coming up as well. And this rune is Dawn, or also called Daggers, right? Okay, this is about awareness, self-awareness, and it also talks about the light within. You should actually be trusting your own judgment. Again, see how it's your own judgment, and to be aware of friends, okay? Bad decision making will happen when you don't listen to your instincts, when you listen to other people around you that you shouldn't be listening to. Okay, and then we have also Ingus. Common sense, basically. Because if someone tells you, hey, there's a great place, there's this, or they try to sell you something, if common sense tells you that it's not possible, then it's not possible, right? If something is too good to be true, then it probably isn't true. If you hear gossip and it's such a big scandal, how much reality could there be? How much truth could there be in that, right? Because it's so preposterous. It's so wow. It's like it's to sell papers and stuff like that. They're telling you, listen to your common sense, because when you don't and you get pulled in by everything else, that's what sets it off, and your decisions are therefore incorrect. Okay, and then we have this stone here, which is the Power Stone. Okay, courage. You have to have courage. You will also be influenced badly by other aspects, other things, if you do not have the courage to look at everything yourself, trusting your instincts, being an individual and being independent, evaluating everything, taking a look at things from all sides, finding the proof. If you don't have that courage, people will take advantage of you so that you make the wrong decision for you, but the right decision for them. And this is really important, okay? Because this is the Power Stone. You have to retain your own power when making your decisions, because you are the one that is going to be holding the results, okay? There's also this wise quote that I read once, which just came to mind now, is never take advice from someone who is not directly involved in the consequences. Like if they don't live the consequences, don't take their advice, because it's just what they think, what they want, and they might be influencing you differently because of envy or other things. You are the only one that is directly influenced by the results of your actions, so you should retain the power to think it through and decide for yourself. The last one that we have down here is Othala, okay? And this talks about genetics, basically. The energies that could influence bad decision making could be repeating the errors of the past. That is, if you decide something simply because your parents did something in a certain manner and your grandparents did something in a certain manner, and everyone's doing it simply because somebody else before them did it, that's not correct. Okay, that could lead to bad decision making, because basically you're not deciding. You're allowing other people, what other people did and how other people lived, to determine how you are going to live. And that's giving away your power. And that's completely wrong. So what the stones are also saying, there's a lot of elements that are coming out here that influence bad decision making. And the stones also tell you what to do. You know, the correct decisions. They help you. They don't just answer the question, but they also give you more information. So beware. If perchance you are being influenced and you think, well, okay, well, everyone else has done this and everyone else in my family is doing this, so I'm going to do it too. You're not making the decision now, are you? You're giving away your power and you're just simply doing what everyone else is doing. And that is bad decision making. Okay, I think we've picked up a lot. There's a lot of elements. I really like this one because I got a lot more stones. I hope this helps, and I hope this really solved the problem about making the correct decision, your decision, because a correct decision is the decision that is right for you because you're going to live the results. A bad decision is a decision that is not good for you. It could be good for someone else. It's not the wrong one. It could be a great decision for others. But if you have to live the consequences, you have to decide if it's good for you or bad for you. It doesn't say right or wrong. It says bad, right? Because we need to choose something that is good for us. Make good decisions for us and for our lives because we have to live with the results. So I really hope this helps to clarify the bad and the good decisions and all the elements that are involved. And I hope you really make a good decision for yourself. That way you can be happy. Okay, everyone. Thank you for being here, for watching, liking, sharing, and for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I hope this really helped. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye for now. From Angel.